Folks. Uh, Mike Baker here. How are we doing, folks? I got a quick video here this evening. You can see my collection. We have done players of the game with Ninja Turtle action figures throughout the past year. Kind of the history behind it. Nate Byers from GX3 Media. Nate gifted me a Michelangelo action figure about a year and a half or so ago. It was from the 2012 Ninja Turtle series, and it sat in my gear case for a long time, just kind of sat in there, and then all of a sudden I had a player of the game and I saw it in there. I'm like, why not use this? Why not have Mikey's awesome player of the game? My name is Mike, but Mikey for Michelangelo, it just kind of fit. And ever since, every time I go to a Comic-Con convention, I try to collect a Ninja Turtle action figure, and accumulated a small collection that hopefully will be growing here. Now, we'll go over some of those action figures here today. I do want to give some shout-outs on the sports department here. Toma 19U Legion baseball team, they went 2-0 this week, impressive victory over Lacrosse on the road earlier this week, and then Friday they defeated Black River Falls. Also, the West Salem 16U American Legion baseball team, they went 4-0 at the Viroqua tournament. I believe winning that tournament, they had to. They were the only undefeated team, so congratulations to the West Salem Juniors this weekend as well. We'll get into the Ninja Turtles here in just a moment, but here's my alarm clock that has been waking me up for part of over 25 years now. I got it from my grandmother back in 2000. I think she got that for like a Valentine's Day present for me. So it's been waking me up through college, in high school, and it's still every once in a while I use it to wake me up as well. It also shows the time. We have my Giovanni Gallardo bobblehead. I got that from a Milwaukee Goodwill a couple of years ago before I went to a Bucks game. We got the Milwaukee Brewers. Kind of tough to see. It's behind Donatello there, but a County Stadium Milwaukee Brewers Cup. And then I also have my Packer Hutch football down here as well. That probably came out in the mid-90s, right about the time they won Super Bowl 31. We got my Power Ranger Morpher. A big Power Ranger fan as well. We'll get into some of the Power Ranger lore that I have in a different video maybe, but that's my Morpher. It's got all the morphing keys as well. All the morphing coins, I should say. The keys came on in later seasons. That's my morphing coins there. I got the Triceratops in there because when I was a kid, Billy was always my favorite Ranger, the Blue Ranger. That's because I thought I was going to be smart when I was a kid. It did not turn out so well, but that was always, I gravitated towards the smart ones, and we'll talk about that here when we get into our Ninja Turtles as well. So speaking of that, let's get almost into the Ninja Turtles. We do got two other action figures here. We have from the weekend Disney afternoon, we got Scrooge McDuck. DuckTales, one of my favorite cartoons, right up there with Ninja Turtles as well. And then Gizmo Duck as well from DuckTales. I got my Mikey car here, my Michelangelo car. It's a newer toy. I believe it's at the dollar stores, the Five Belows, those type of stores now. You probably can find them. Got the Power Ranger, the Ninja Turtle van. I always wanted a turtle van when I was a kid. Never got it, so I got the mini one. Maybe I'll get the actual van here eventually. Got a couple of the Burger King toys that they had a couple months ago. A cute story. My nephew Oakley, he actually got one of those in his Happy Meals. He goes, "Uncle Mike, I know you collect Ninja Turtles. I want you to have this." So very thoughtful, Oakley. I got these are from the Ollie store up in Lacrosse. Got a couple of the vehicles. We got Shredder in his module. And we have Splinter in some kind of car that I've never seen in any of the series. Maybe it's in the newer series that I haven't saw. I doubt it. But a couple of cool little cars there from Ollie's up in Lacrosse. I got TMNT 2, kind of the mini collector's items here. Mini, what are they, Popcos? I'm not a big Popco guy, and I know that's not even the right word. Funko, not Popco, Funko. I got the mini Funkos from TMNT 2, The Secret of the Ooze. Got April, we got Toka, we got Razor, and we got all 4 of the Turtles, Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael. All the good ones end in O. That's what they say. Got Baxter Stockman back there. One of the cooler baddies from TMNT. Of course, he started out as a scientist, somehow got mutated with a fly, a la The Fly, that old movie. And we got the Rat King in the background behind Baxter Stockman there. He was a villain that kind of the Peter Piper. He had a flute that would get the rats to follow him, including Master Splinter from time to time as well. Got my Last Ronin Leonardo, and unfortunately he doesn't stand up all that well, but Last Ronin Leonardo down there. Keep hearing rumors that they're going to make a movie, cartoon, kind of a darker TMNT, The Last Ronin, but that has not came to fruition as of yet. Now we get into the classic Turtle action figures here. I got 2 of my favorites, the Samurais from TMNT 3. And we got Leonardo here. Unfortunately, he's missing his helmet. The reason I got this one was because he came with the Time Scepter, but I could not get the Time Scepter to fit in his hand, but I was able to fit it into Donatello's hand here. We got Donatello with the scepter. He still has his helmet on in this one. I remember when I was a kid, I had, I think it was a Michelangelo Samurai, and of course I had to take off the helmet because I thought that was cool, and it wrecked the toy. This one's still coming with the helmet. Very cool to have those TMNT 3 Samurai action figures. Now back here we have Donatello, the disguised Donatello here. If you got this one new, he came with a mask. I had that toy actually as a kid. Had the mustache mask that you could put on him. I don't think it fit all that well if I remember right. And then behind Giovanni Gallardo there we have the Donatello. It was one of the first ones that came out, not the first one, but actually had a storage shell. Unfortunately, the shell itself on this one is missing, but a very cool toy. Donatello, much like Billy from Power Rangers, my favorite Ninja Turtle growing up because he was the smart one. In the background here as well, we have the basketball Donatello. You can see he's wearing number 23 because when this toy came out, who was the king of basketball? It was Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's still the king of basketball. We move on to Raphael, the astronaut Raphael here. Unfortunately, he's missing a lot of his stuff that came with him, including his helmet, including all the other stuff that came with it. I actually had this action figure when I was a kid, and it had the tubes and everything else. It was a really cool toy. Unfortunately, these ones kind of fall apart with the legs. I was able to get him to stand, but if you would look closer, his legs are kind of disjointed, literally. We have my original Raphael, and this is really cool because this Raphael actually has the soft head. The first ever line of Ninja Turtles, they came with the mushy heads, the soft heads. After a while, they found out that it was cheaper, I believe it was, to make it with the hard heads. But this one has a soft head instead of the hard head. So that's one of my favorite action figures I have here in my early collection. We have, I believe it's Sergeant Leo there. We got the Army Leonardo. Looks like he's going out to Desert Storm because when he was made, that was going on or close to going on. So we have Sergeant Leo there. We have one of the original Leonardos. It is a hard head one, not a mushy head one. But we have one of the original Leonardos. I got that because it still had the belt. It came with a couple of daggers as well. Hard when you get these action figures that have been out of the package. It's hard to find the weapons and stuff that come with them. But this one still had a couple of daggers that came with that, so easy one to pounce on when I found that Leonardo. We have parachuting Donatello there. When you originally got the Donatello, he came with a parachute among other items that came with him. I do not believe I had that one as a kid. We have Surfer Michelangelo. That is one I had as a kid. The belt, he must have gained some weight or something. I cannot get the belt to squeeze on around him. But this one came with the belt. It even has the sticker on the chest as well that came with the toy. I like this one because there is a couple of small sharks that are attached to his shoulder. Just a really cool action figure, the Surfer Michelangelo. We got Napoleon Bonafrog in the background. Mondo Gecko, a couple of the Ninja Turtle allies. The frogs created by Shredder in the 87 cartoon. Wanted them to fight the turtles. Try to make the turtles out to be the bad guys at Shredder. The frogs, they eventually found out that the turtles were good guys, and they kind of went off and did their own thing. I think if the Turtles, the 87 Turtles, were made nowadays, the Frogs might have got a spin-off series, but back then, they kind of went on, made some other appearances here and there in the 87 series, but for the most part, they just were off the show doing their own thing. Mondo Gecko, very few episodes, but definitely a name like Mondo Gecko, that's going to stick around. And this easy action figure for me to get when I saw it too, because it still had the skateboard that came with it. So Mondo Gecko was a good get as well. I believe that's all the action figures, everything we have going on. Not quite sure what the schedule's all going to entail here this week. I'm going to try to do Toma Stoddard 19U Baseball on Monday. We'll try to get that on there sometime late Monday night or sometime on Tuesday. Thank you for watching this video. Just trying to get content out there until we get more games on the YouTube channel. Be sure to like and subscribe if you wish. We're still trying to get to 50 subscribers so we can do some live games coming up here shortly. Again, thank you for bearing with me on my Ninja Turtle collection here tonight.